and Citizen Kane had some soda. And why don't we have a little bit of soda? Why don't we have a little bit of peace? And we watch some wrestling. There
Yep.
be a wrestling going on.
Some of us watched it.
SummerSlam.
Some of us watched it on Netflix. Some of us watched it on the cock.
Yep. And we all had fun.
Mostly.
So, okay, so we had a little bit of fun. So, what was your how was your experience with today's nice SummerSlam? And let's start it off with the very first match. Uso and Roman Reigns, Jey Uso and Roman
Main
Reigns.
event
Was it
Jey
Jey
Uso.
or
It was main event Jey Uso.
no, it's Jey Uso. It'll always be Jey Uso to me. So main event Jey Uso and Roman Reigns versus the what are they called? The franchise or the legacy or whatever the hell they call themselves now.
Some kind of stable that also included Seth Rollins. So it was Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed.
Okay, so it's yeah, I don't know if they're not called the stable. It's something else. I just don't know what it's called.
Yeah,
That's why I'm trying
I
to
forgot what it is
figure it
as
out.
well.
Yeah, so we got Breaker and Reed versus Uso and Roman Reigns finally making his return because he's been trying to make his return for a while now. So the question I have is, how do you feel about this one? Are you liking this one? Did you not like this one? Did this one make you feel
It was pretty good as an
annoyed?
opening. As someone has told me before, the opening match of a event is supposed to dictate what you expect the rest of the event to be. This was a good match.
Okay. This was an okay match. I was actually, again, with everything that they've gone through with Uso and Roman Reigns with the whole bloodline bullshit that was going on, which pissed a lot of fans off. I remember that being kind of a thing. I thought this was okay.
It could go many places from here with between him and Jey Uso.
Okay.
There is definitely some bit of hesitance on Jay's side, and as I think both Wade Barrett and Michael Cole said, Roman doesn't ever take the hit for someone else, and he took the hit for
Yeah,
Jay multiple times here.
yeah. And that was actually what made it really kind of interesting because seeing Jay Uso seeing Jay Uso get dominated like this. Now my big problem was that was my big issue with this entire match. We had way too many people being dominated by, the same guys over, like, this was a lot of heavy domination from the wrestlers, which I really don't know how to feel about that personally. Like, I was just like, well, shit,
Well,
we we we
Big
go ahead.
Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker are some genetic freaks. And I've seen Braun Breaker in person NXT Vengeance Day in Clarksville last year. That dude is impressive in real life.
Oh, he is. He's a beast, and I'm okay with that being him being the beast. But what bugs me is, for me as a fan, I'm like, okay, so we got ourselves a big man, and that's okay. But like both of these guys were a big man, and you spent the entire match watching the wrestlers get fucking dominated. Like absolutely dominated. Almost. Like yeah, sure they get a couple pullbacks, but that pullbacks was one and one fifth, and that to me kinda, that always irks me as a fan because I kinda like it when they're, a little bit more balanced when you get that big turnaround. But this was a huge turnaround at the end. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, and it was a good turnaround. I did like that Roman Reigns did take the hit. That to me was more interesting. And that to me excited me a little more than most of the other matches, is because watching Roman Reigns actually try
Yeah.
and take the cover and seeing him actually play that. Now the big question I have is this going to be a cuz my friend thinks they're going to have them go for the tag.
That could be interesting.
And I don't know if I feel that this is a tag situation with these guys, but I mean, not averse to it.
No, I guess we'll have to see how that goes.
Yeah.
Was I the only one who thought at the end that there's a few times where it seemed like Roman was motioning for a microphone and he wasn't getting one?
I don't know. Yeah, it did kind of have that vibe, didn't it? So it wasn't only me. I what made me laugh was that freaking where they went into the yeet yeet thing, and it fucking got they just destroyed them like one more time for the yeet. That seems silly to me. I'm like, why do that? Like,
Apparently, well, I think it was like a Raw or a SmackDown recently that Jay was able to get off his intro 3 times during the match. So I think they were trying to do that again, but then oh, never mind.
yeah, and then you had the fun that was, like I said, I like the fact that the guy stole his shoes. That is one of the silliest fucking things.
The Shula
Like,
Fala.
that is, yeah, come on. That is one of the most silliest fucking things
I
I have seen in wrestling in a very,
actually I
very
heard
long
someone
time.
explain that you've never really seen the hood where people take shoes from the person they beat up. So there's a bit of
Oh
ire.
no, no, I got that. I got that. No, I'm from what you'd equivalent to a hood. I know exactly that they'll steal what you have. I've seen a kid get punched in the face for a goddamn piece of fucking for a goddamn fucking bologna sandwich, for fuck's sakes, okay?
Fair.
So like, no, literally, it was a bologna and cheese sandwich, and the fucking guy comes out of left field and decks him across the face. I'm like, what did I just see? Did I just see a 5-year-old get punched in the face by a fucking 20-year-old man? So no, I understand the Shuafala thing, but it's so retro grungy. I both equally like it and hate it.
It does do a good visual of getting under one's skin. Like, oh, there's my shoes again.
That was great. That was actually, like I said, I'm not against that. That was actually a clever idea. And you know, my thing is I thought that was kind of fun, and I thought that was kind of a little over the top. How'd you like that finish? Because that finish was really good in
Oh,
some
it was
ways.
great.
Mhm.
Just so you the moment you think that oh no, Jay is going to get it. Last moment, Reigns just takes the blow not once but twice, and then
Yeah,
Jay gets the
that gets the win. Yeah,
yeah.
that is actually a good. That is a good. That is a good. That was a good match. So next on the docket, unless you have anything else you want to add.
No. Did you hear the announcer introducing Bronson Reed and then her messing up Paul Heyman's name?
Oh, I did notice that. Holy shit! Yeah, eh?
Paul Shaman or Paul Sayman or something like that. Like, oh, Botchamania is going to have some fodder in a couple of weeks.
Oh yeah. Oh, no, no, no. I wonder if Paulie was thinking, was like, I've been here for over fucking like over 30 years now, and you guys can't fucking get my name right. That would be my response. If you asked me, that would be my response.
But no, that's some Botchamania material there. Of course, there's other
Yep.
Botchamania moments coming out of this show. We'll get to those in a bit. Oh,
Yes, we will.
so who's the next one? I believe the next match was Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
it was Tiffany. Was it Tiffany? Oh, I thought that was the girls' match
no. I
today.
think Charlotte was a little bit later on.
Okay, so okay, so was this the women's title match?
Yes.
No, that was after the tag match.
You sure?
Almost certain.
Mm.
I know I'm kind of confused myself a little bit when you said that. I was like, what? Yeah, okay, yeah, no, it is.
No live results from night one. Hold on.
Am I
Let's,
wrong?
let's see here. Show me the matches and matches okay. Okay. It was Charlotte Flair versus
Yeah, Charlotte Flair
okay
and what's her name there?
Alexa
Uh,
Bliss
Sh- Alexa
versus
Bliss. Yeah, yeah, versus
the Judgment Day.
yeah,
Well,
and the
member
Judgment Day
parts
were
members.
members.
Well, two members of Judgment Day: Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez.
Yeah. So this was an interesting one. I was actually very impressed by this a little bit because I actually would say this is one of the few matches I've seen them do recently that actually tells a fucking story.
I kind of checked out on this one because I have not been impressed recently with some of Charlotte's matches. She seems like she's showing up for a paycheck and not doing any effort. So apparently, I need to go rewatch this one. But there could be some interesting continue on with the story they created here.
Yeah, this actually has an interesting story, and I'm not against it for that reason.
Yeah, as a friend of mine who's been paying attention to wrestling for years and has even had a chance to try to um get a audition at OVW back when Cornette was there. He said that this is actually the first time in a while he's seen Charlotte actually show up to work, not just show up to get a paycheck.
Yeah, I got that vibe myself. Like Charlotte's, well, because of her injury and other stuff, Charlotte's been kind of, you know,
Yeah. And then she's also had a problem
uh,
recently with even before her injury, like she doesn't want to be there anymore. Energy.
mhm.
So I can't speak too much on this match. I saw Charlotte. I checked out. I'll probably have to go back and
Okay.
rewatch it, but
For
I
me, it was okay. My biggest thing with this was I was actually very surprised by this in a lot of ways because of one reason and one reason only. I actually thought that this would be a match where I would be bored with it. Like usually when I see the women matches, I'm either okay, this is a great match and the women are really putting the effort in,
yeah.
or this sucks. I've had more than one time where I'm thinking to myself, "Oh my goodness, this is crap." And this one didn't feel like, "Oh my goodness, this is crap." This actually felt like a good match in a lot of ways, and I absolutely enjoyed it for that fact. And the girls were fighting and they did good fights, but that finish, that idea for that finish, whoever thought that was a good idea for a finish was smart. I like the idea that they're not even close to being cohesion. But because they have to work together, this could be a fun tag team. This could be a fun story tag team.
Yeah.
With two wrestlers I feel haven't really been a part of the equation in the last couple years.
Well, one had injury, one went and had a child.
Yeah, like I said, two wrestlers that haven't been, around for a couple years. I state my claim on that, and these are women that I honestly I'm all for, right?
Right.
And yeah, no, I'm in. Let me enjoy it. Let me enjoy this. This actually looks like something that actually could have a lot of fun to it. So, yeah, no, I'm pretty impressed by what I saw. it felt like they had a lot of skill in the matter, and it felt like these women were really putting their effort in, and that was a thing. And again, that knockout punch looked great. That knockout punch looked really fucking good.
Hmm.
And like I said, and then she ends up turning out and knocking out another person. So she knocks out two women in the last match, which to me that says that that's fun. That's a lot of women. That's
Yeah,
a lot of powerful women. Do like and usually women matches are kind of boring. So next question I got to ask: your thoughts on the your thoughts on the second match? I guess if you don't have anything else to say.
I have no other thoughts on the tag team match for the women's tag.
Okay, so then I believe is that this is the I believe this is the what's his name there, the country singer and Randy
No,
Orton
no, that's
versus
far
no.
down the road. It's your fellow countryman Sami Zayn versus Karrion Cross.
Oh, it's Karrion Cross versus Sami Zayn. Oh yeah, fuck! This actually was a good match. Okay, surprised I mixed it up. I thought the other one was first, and then there was Zayn in the other one. I
No.
apologize. My bad habit. Okay, so this is a good end to that beef. If they end it here, I'm
it,
fine with it.
it was good, and then the whole moral dilemma at the end, that was really good too.
Mm, I agree. I like that. That was actually very good, and I enjoyed that. And that to me spells good match. So yeah, no, I'm all in.
A good solid match with two solid workers.
Yeah, and they worked good. I think we need like to be honest. Can I be honest? I think we need more matches like that because to me that was really fucking fun.
Indeed. Mm.
So yeah, okay. So what how'd you like the pipe? We were going to talk about this a little more. How'd you like the pipe thing at the end?
It first showed up, was going to use it on Sammy, wasn't able to, and then this Carrion's girlfriend or whatever tries to offer Sammy the pipe. Sammy has a moral dilemma and ends up yeeting it back on the floor, which I was half worried that it was going to take a stray hit and fly into the crowd.
Oh, I actually thought it went to the crowd twice. Can I be honest? I honestly thought that that went into the crowd twice. Like I am being deadly
Yeah,
honest. I
I thought
thought
it went to the crowd when Carrion chucked it, but I was afraid it was going to fly into the crowd when Sammy chucked it. But it's got a very big tunk,
yeah,
which
yeah, and he well no, he aimed for the ground. No, actually for a second there, if you watch there's a moment where you can tell that someone on that thing was like
yeah.
watch his eyes, watch Karrion Cross's eyes when he's doing that. He is staring at that thing like it is like ooh.
Please don't go anywhere else.
Yeah, I got that vibe. I don't know if you did too, but I really got that vibe. And well, I'm kind of happy about that because that was actually pretty decent. And again, this is the second time they fought. I don't know if there's even a reason to fight a third time, though. I don't know how you feel about that, if they should even do a third time at this point.
Maybe not with this feud, but have something happen in the future. They come across again, and
Yeah. My friend thinks that this is actually that Buddy's gonna all of a sudden start helping Sammy out of nowhere. Like he's gonna
hmm,
start doing stuff to help Sammy because Sammy proved him wrong.
if you can't make Sammy do it bluntly, you'll make Sammy turn quietly.
Quietly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think, but that was really good. and that was a good match. And yeah, no, I think I can't. I keep mixing these matches up a little bit, and I do apologize. Like my brain should know better, but it's like, I think they did such a good job with that. I think we had a good match there. So what's next on the list there, good sir? Unless you want anything else you want to add.
I don't nothing to add for that match. Oh
Okay.
it's Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill.
Are you sure the Logan Paul and Randy Orton match wasn't next?
No, it's after this one.
Uh, yeah, I kind of agree with you on this. Okay. Am I the only one?
Jade looked better than she had, but then look, I'm not gonna look. I love wrestling for the fantasy of it. I know the shtick, and I'm willing to suspend disbelief knowing what's going on. But then you have moments where Jade is not so nonchalantly shoving Tiffany's leg on the rope so they can have the moment.
Yeah.
There's for someone who should be a veteran, which we'll come back to a point like this with the next match, and I'll get, but for understandable reasons, someone who should be a veteran, has been wrestling for some time, but even before coming
Uh,
to WWE with AEW, should have a
yeah.
bit more understanding
Everything.
of everything, or at least
Yeah.
being less obvious about your I'm gonna do this thing.
Yeah, I thought this match was so boring. I actually went to a Game Boy. I went and started playing my Game Boy. I was done. Like, and the thing is I do think this was a great match. I do think this is a good match. I do
It's
think this is a match
Jade's
that
one of Jade's better matches so far.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm not impressed with what I see with this person, and that's a
Nor
bad
am
thing.
I. I'm just saying this is one of her better matches, and even then, ugh. Coming out to that fake snowstorm stuff that was landing on the camera lens like soap suds as a
Yeah.
knockoff 90s X-Men character.
Yeah. Okay, you know what? I hope for better. Can I like I hope for better from both of these because both of these women look phenomenal. They look
I
impressive.
think Tiffany definitely for the most part carried the match.
Yeah, I think so
There's
too.
a reason why WWE has a belt on her and not the belt on Cargill.
Yeah, but like I said, I don't even remember who won the match. The match was bad.
Tiffany won. She retained.
Okay, okay, because I didn't know who had the match at that point. I was
Yeah,
like,
Tiffany won it.
who?
She kept her belt.
Okay, so other than that, are you are you excited for this? Was this something that could, get you going for like are you do you want to see these women go for another round if they ever did? Or are you
No,
just like, no?
no. Tiffany, sure, I'll see more match of her. Cargill, put her back in developmental in the performance center. Give her more time.
Okay. Okay, I see. I'm I'm of the I'm of the opinion that she's not exactly the best, and I feel that this is kind of shit.
Or
So
or,
yeah,
or,
no,
or move Cargill to NXT. Let her still have TV time, but let her hone more skills there. Get her off the main roster.
that maybe be a good idea for her. You know what? That's the thing because they have two fundamental shows. She works good for SmackDown. That's my best way to put it. I see the women have, I hate to say it, there are only 8 women right now that are fundamentally like the big names and the big hits on the list right now. Everybody else
Perfect.
is kind of what?
An even swap.
Yeah.
Pull Jordan Grace from NXT to main roster. Put Jade Cargill down at NXT. because Jordan Grace, the only reason why she's NXT is just get some more experience with the WWE product. She's still a well accomplished female wrestler from TNA. She'll be fine. Cargill, while from AEW, was basically given a Goldberg treatment even Goldberg would have been jealous of.
Okay. Yeah. Bill Goldberg. I we can't talk about that because we already missed it. But yeah, I don't know.
Anyways, let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on.
So it is.
So
Go ahead.
yeah, so my feeling towards this is meh. Okay, so next we are finally at the Logan Paul and Jelly Roll.
It's Drew,
Is that the fucker's name?
Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul versus Randy Orton and Jelly Roll. What's his Jelly Roll's actual name? Jelly Roll's actual name is Jason Bradley DeFord.
Okay, he's a big guy. So that's
he used to be bigger, way bigger. So he's lost a lot of weight.
Yeah. But for me, I'm like, I don't know how to feel about this because, like, here you got a great here you got Randy Orton, which even though he's coming up to his sunset years, he's got maybe another 10 years if we're lucky. You got a wrestler with such gravitas, and you fucking stick him with this guy, and I hate these matches. I hate these matches. I hate when they're out. I hate when people give them. I hate when they're extended. I don't want these matches out there. They fucking piss me off. I don't know if you feel the same way, but they kind of annoy me. Your thoughts?
I'm annoyed if the individual involved isn't trying to put in the work, because there's another example in the same match that someone who showed up is like, okay, it's obviously he's training, he's still rough, but now he's pretty polished as Logan Paul.
Yeah, but Logan threw the money in, man. Logan went all in.
But Logan's first match wasn't that far off from what Jelly Roll looked like. Yeah, the only benefit that Logan had between Jelly Roll was way more athleticism, but still showed equal amounts of they put in the work.
Yeah. But that's the thing with Logan. Logan actually looks like he put the effort in.
Jelly Roll looked like he actually put the effort in too. And might I remind you, we were supposed to get Travis Scott wrestling, but supposedly he ticked off everyone in the Performance Center. Meanwhile, Jelly Roll showed up to train and actually treated the business with the respect it deserved. So we'll likely never see Travis Scott wrestle because that ship has sailed. And I think it was buried by Cena's promo on Friday.
I guess you're right, eh? Like well, here's the thing, okay? Okay, I agree with Cornette when he says this shit is annoying. Like I kind of agree with what he says. He hates the fact that these people are in here. It annoys him. He said it ad nauseum. And I agree with him there. Like this is going to be probably the most talked about, other than the main event. Can I be honest?
Yeah,
it's probably going to be the most talked about thing we had, because I liked Randy Orton, and I like that like, to me, I think Randy doesn't need this drama. Like, doesn't need this. Like, this actually causes more problems for Randy Orton than it helps Randy.
I doubt it hurts him that bad. He's had way worse things that could be a dark cloud over his match than this. And you needed somewhere in there that a veteran that can give Jelly Roll a break. Because when Logan's first match was a tag match.
I will admit, Logan Can I say one more? I hate to praise the fucker.
I
I
don't
don't
like
like Logan
either.
Paul, but can I be honest? The motherfucker um put the fucking show on today.
Yeah, no.
Like he went all in.
His first match was a tag match, and he was fairly rough around the edges, like Jelly Roll in his first match. And look where he's gotten to.
Mm-hmm.
I think if Jelly Roll wrestles more, you can see something that's going to be some like someone that's kind of like a Mick Foley, not as crazy, just as charismatic, but of a silent fury type.
I I I don't want another Jelly Roll. Can I be honest? Let this be the last Jelly Roll match we get, okay? Like the guy, okay, stick to country music, okay? Like I hate that because you know what? In most situations, can I be honest? My ass would absolutely love if I was a kid or I was like even a grown adult. My ass is thinking to myself, you know, I would love to have this chance as like if you were to give me this chance, I'd take it. You know.
Yeah.
So to me, I'm I respect him doing it, but I also think he's like, fighting that round of like I like him, but I don't like him type of thing. It's one of those situations where I'm like, please don't do that anymore. We're good. We're good, Jelly Roll. You're done.
My
You had
main
you had your
my main criticism with him, especially if they have any plans moving forward, he needs to work on his when he's on his back,
weight.
not his weight. That's not much of the issue here. If he's going to be
Oh, it
taking,
is definitely an issue.
that's not the issue I'm talking about here. If he's going to be
Okay.
taking a move from another wrestler laying flat on his back, he needs to make it less obvious that he is preparing for their landing. That's the
Yeah.
biggest issue
Oh
I've
yeah,
seen with
yeah,
it.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Besides
yeah.
that,
I saw that too.
when he was delivering moves himself and even taking like throws and slams that weren't with him lay on his back to begin with, they looked really good. If he is going to
Okay.
continue, he needs to not make it as obvious.
Okay, I agreed. Agreed. He feels a little fresh when he did that. And I
Yeah.
do agree with
Which
that.
Logan had some very fresh moments in his first match too. So if they're going to go further with this, they
Mm.
need to clean that up. Also, I will give kudos where it's to be given. The dude's first match had a table spot.
Yeah, no, that to me. But that was when I saw that, I was like, okay, they actually gave him a table spot? Like, really? Like, you usually don't give the rookie a table, like a guy like that inexperienced, a table spot. And not only did he took it like a fucking champ.
Yeah. So all the
Like,
kudos in the world for that. That is, you got
yeah,
some
yeah,
balls,
I
my
agree.
friend.
I absolutely agree. Cause like, and that was a big one. And Logan fucking took it. And Logan took it full out. Like when he grabbed those prime energy drinks, I
Yeah.
mean, motherfucker took that in 100%. So I will respect Logan Paul and I'll respect Jelly Roll for doing that. But to me, he's too sluggish, and you could tell that Jelly was preparing for that shot. Like
Yeah.
he was ready for it,
There was
and
that
that
shot where he kind of shimmied himself on the table a little bit better positioning. Another spot on the mat towards the end of the match where he did it again. Those were the most stickler points for a first time match for someone. Beyond that,
yeah.
other times his in ring psychology was actually better than most of the other wrestlers. When he'd be kind of carefree, and all of a sudden something would happen. It'd be like almost a Pennywise snap of the
Mhm.
fingers, and it's like, oh,
Yeah, no, yeah, and he did that good. That was actually really fun, and that was actually good for him. I actually think that was pretty good. Okay, you know what? I'll give him that. Like that was one thing I was like, okay, he actually did something I actually respect.
But no,
And yeah, I didn't hate him for that.
if
He's
this is a
one of those like
one-off,
no.
then he did quite well for a one-off. If this is his first time, work on sanding down some of the rough edges, like being prepared to be landed on.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. He was prepared to be landed on. You actually could see when they knocked him on the thing, you saw his arms and stuff. Like he bellied up and prepared for what was about to come flying his way.
Yeah,
And we could tell that that's what he was doing. And that's usually a bad that's usually a bad sign, excuse me.
yeah. But for a first-time match, fine. If you're going to have him wrestle more, that's something that you can work on the Performance Center, helping him find ways of preparing himself, but not being so blatant about it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. That'd probably be the best way to put it too. Yeah. So
But
what match was after this?
the
There's the Papa John thing. I remember that.
the big one, CM Punk versus Gunther,
All
the
right, Gunther.
the ring general.
Ring General, yeah. Gunther always impresses me as a wrestler. He's a
Oh
good
yeah,
tactic. He's a good tacticalist. CM Punk.
this was his
I
best
said
showing since he
this
showed up.
was actually. I honestly was so impressed by CM Punk. This is the first time I can honestly say, without a shadow of doubt, I absolutely loved watching CM Punk do this. This was probably his best match I have ever seen him in. And that is
At least returning to wrestling
crazy.
for WWE. I've seen some
Yeah.
crazy ones out of him before 2013.
Yeah, I've seen some good ones there. But I mean, this guy, I was fucking impressed. Just absolutely. CM Punk went all in for this. And it made Gunther look strong, which is what you're going to do because Gunther's a power heel. You can't have
Yeah,
Gunther lose or get weak because if Gunther gets weak, it's over for Gunther, and then you lose the Lin.
cough,
Then you
cough, cough,
yeah.
cough. WrestleMania, cough, cough. Taps out to Jay Uso.
That actually was good. No, that was good. That showed that he had weaknesses, and you need to keep him. You need to keep him strong enough that it looks like he could keep going, and that is what we want as a wrestler. He did a great job. I'm. Can I be honest? All in, all in. I respect everything Gunther did for this.
This
CM
was a
Punk with
great match.
This was a great match. With CM Punk doing what he was doing and doing how he was doing it, this was a guy who played a game that a lot like yeah, it was fun to watch. Now, spoiler alert. If you haven't seen this and you do not want to be spoiled,
I mean, we're doing a
this
lot of spoilers, folks. I owe you put one in the description. This is a spoiler, very spoilerish stream and recording.
yeah. Now, yeah, can I be honest? This was probably what they Gunther to see this match happen the way it did and to see what happened. Now keep in mind we're going to be ruining something. So I was completely fooled, and I'm a little pissed that I didn't realize this is actually what was going on. How do you feel about Roman Reigns faking it?
Not Roman, that's Seth Rollins.
No, Seth Rollins. I keep getting those two confused. I don't know why.
The
So Seth,
Shield.
what is the Shield? Yeah, that's right. So how did you feel about that?
Fair come about as fair play. Unfortunately, this is a case of long term storytelling.
It is, but to me, that was something you don't do to the fans because
Oh no!
one,
No! You do this to the fans if you want them to have nuclear heat on somebody.
yeah, this is going to add a lot of heat because a lot of fans like that's the thing. I don't think he had any. I don't think did you see him get any heat from this? Honestly, they were
No,
they were still going. whoa, whoa, and
Well,
then
at
he fucking
first,
walked
at
away.
first they're like, okay, he's showing up and say, hey, I'm coming for your belt soon enough. And then he did it right then and there. And the fans are like, oh no.
Yeah, that was good. That actually, when I saw the fans kind of get like that click, and then the thing is, he wins and he beats what's his face down, which was great. Which is
CM
great because
Punk.
that really put CM Punk in this really bad state after a really good match with Gunther, an actual solid match
A,
with Gunther.
a slobber knocker, as one would put it.
Yeah, that was a solid match, and it worked.
Oh,
Fuck
it.
me, did that ever work?
Oh, it's going to be nuclear heat between him and Punk for a month.
No, here's the thing now. Here's the thing. Now, this also puts Gunther in the fucking thing. He wants his belt back. You don't think he's going to want his rematch?
Oh yeah.
And so here's what I think's going to happen. Like, I could see this being a big match where both CM Punk and like CM Punk, Gunther, and Roman Reigns. I think that's a thing coming up. Which
Yeah.
what we'll see what happens. Like this also could be. Can I be honest? You know what would shock me for this? Here's my theory. Here's my game on this play. Okay, and here's the smoke on the play. Okay, let's see if you how you think about this smoke on the play. I
Okay.
like the idea that that it isn't CM Punk that we get. We get a we get instead of Gunther going for this title. What if Cody Rhodes loses the title, still wins the title, but not only does he win the title, then you have John Cena going for his rematch in, I believe, is it Survivor Series? Because he's got one more pay per view, doesn't he?
Survivors. He has a few actually. At least.
What's left? Because he said 2023 events or something like that, and then he's gone.
Let's see here. Uh, let's see here. Probably Clash at Paris is rumored. The Crown Jewel in Australia.
Well, what's his big pay per view? What's the big pay?
Okay, so there will be Survivor Series in November. Okay, so the next big one would probably be the PLE in Perth. Then you have Survivor Series and Crown Jewel.
Is it Survivor Series? Like he's got one more left out of him.
I won't be surprised there's a few unannounced ones left
Yeah.
among those
So
23 dates.
yeah. Okay. So here's my theory. Here's my thing. Okay. My big 50-50 with this. Now, here's my thoughts. What if, hypothetically, you have yourself a like you don't need Roman Reigns, like you don't need CM Punk, like CM Punk and Roman Reigns and the fucking and that group can do their own thing. My thing is Cody Rhodes, Gunther, and fucking John Cena for the last bit of the title and have a good three-way.
It won't happen this.
I think
It won't happen SummerSlam.
no, I don't think it's going to happen SummerSlam, but the next big pay-per-view before John Cena leaves.
Yeah.
I still think John Cena. I still a little mad they didn't end John Cena when they had the chance. Like, I mean, John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. I mean, not John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. Really, I think John Cena versus Randy Orton.
Oh no,
There's a fucking match.
he still has the rest of the year to wrestle. We're still going to see John Cena for a little bit longer.
I know, but that would have been one hell of a good match, personally. Like my
You
personal opinion.
you have no idea what they're saving for the end.
I don't know. I actually do fucking absolutely right. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing with this. John Cena is playing a good role, and I think we should get a
Also,
couple more matches.
it's been implied that John Cena is picking his way out the door.
Well, if he's picking his way out the door, a 3-way match fucking shows him strength, man.
Well, yeah, but also I think it's him doing the matches he wants to do one more time, matches he think the fans want to see one more time. So this is in some ways this is John Cena
Like, I honestly think if we were
putting people over and out the door.
Yeah. My big thing is like Cody Rhodes. I like Cody Rhodes, and I think Cody Rhodes getting his knife edge is a good idea. I think Cody Rhodes turning him into this more aggressive champion. But we need a good, like, to me, Orton and Cena. I was so mad that wasn't the final match because, in my opinion, that should have been the final match. And because, you know, that had, think about it, Orton and Rhodes. I mean, the family feud, the Rhodes and the Ortons. I mean, that goes back to old school shit. Like, you could build that up. You could build that up all day fucking long.
I mean, you could have the final match be him putting it into the final boss.
Yeah. Here's my other theory. Like now that they've done that with Cody, like they're keeping Randy Orton very relevant. What if you do Randy Orton, John Cena, and Cody Rhodes in a 3-way match, and have that be the last bit, and have either Randy Orton or Cody Rhodes win it, and then let John Cena walk away. Because personally, I do not see them giving him letting him walk away with that title. Like if they let him do that,
no, they won't.
I will be very, very surprised. Like
I would be surprised if Cena walks away with the title tomorrow night.
I can't see. This is the problem. If they're going to keep him around, they're going to keep him pushing people around. I think he's a good play. Now, who's going to be the one that takes it from him is the big question. Now,
I
hope it's not Paul Hunter. If they bring Triple H back for this final,
Triple H cannot wrestle. He has straight up said, medically, I will not do it.
Oh yeah, he's pretty fucked up from what I've heard.
No. As much as the mind wants it, he's not going to do it.
Yeah, but who do you put? Who do you put for the last John Cena match?
I have an idea, and I think they've been poking at that bear a bit more recently, and even tonight they poked at it twice. They shown the clip from SummerSlam where Brock Lesnar lifted the ring up with a tractor.
Brock is so toxic now because of Vince McMahon. I doubt he'll ever get a fucking match again.
Oh, here's another one. There was apparently one of the promo codes for one of the things they were advertising on SummerSlam tonight. Was the promo code, whatever it was suplex.
Again, he is so toxic right now. Like everybody thinks he had fun with fucking he did something with a fucking pissed in a girl's mouth, man.
Also, apparently recently WWE started selling Brock Lesnar merch again on the website.
Yeah, but that's because that makes money and that makes Brock money, so I don't think they're gonna care. I can't see that. I can't see them, especially with what they did with Heyman.
Like, yeah, but you forget, if you want a final go out, one of Cena's big feuds for a while there was with Lesnar.
Yeah, I do agree. But Lesnar is so fucking toxic.
Well, that's what the dirt sheets are saying. We don't know exactly yet. We also had things saying that Rollins' knee was really screwed up, and we weren't going to see him for a while.
Yeah. You know the other one I could say, like at that point, you might as well just say the Undertaker comes back for fucking one more match.
I mean, he supposedly wants to do one more.
I mean, that would be one hell of a final match.
Succeed where he has failed previously.
Yeah, yeah, that would be the final match. But I don't know. I don't know, man. Cena, that's a hard fucking sell, man. Even I'm thinking about that. I'm like, uh, I don't know, man. Okay. Okay, so that could be a taker match. That would be one hell of a match, but at that point there can't be a title involved. And that would be a
No.
WrestleMania match. That would be a WrestleMania match if you're going to play that game, right?
Or the last big pay per view of the year, but yes.
Yeah, that has to be a WrestleMania match. If you're going to do a Cena versus what's called, and I can't.
Undertaker.
Yeah, yeah. See, here's the other reason I was pissed off. Like, to me, Gunther versus Goldberg.
They
I was
kind of
like,
they kind of set up for it last year, late last year.
yeah, I know, but I mean, Goldberg versus fucking Cena?
No,
Like,
gosh,
fuck
Goldberg
me.
is done. Goldberg is done.
I know Goldberg is done. But could you imagine Goldberg versus Cena before, like, instead of Goldberg versus Gunther? Actually, you know what?
Actually, having him go against Gunther would be safer for Cena's retirement tour. That's probably more of a tactical decision than anything else.
Can I be honest? I actually think I know who it's going to be. I actually thought about it, and I think I figured it out.
Batista?
No. Who has been one of the biggest John? What was one of the most favorite John Cena matches out there? And who's back in the WWE right now?
Uh,
Rusev.
fair.
They had some of the best banger matches out there.
It could definitely be one. I know that Joe Hendry has been trying to find a way to wrestle Cena during his retirement tour.
Yeah.
So I mean, we'll see how if that ends up happening.
Mhm.
But that wouldn't be a major. I mean, it might be a pay per view match, but it wouldn't be a mass. Wouldn't be one of the big shows.
Yeah, that's the question. Yeah, that's the big question. I don't know. Like, again, that's another match. I know the Big Show can actually wrestle still.
Yeah.
I mean, Big Show
No, I was
versus
saying
Cena
Joe
could be
Hendry, not.
yeah. No, I'm saying Big Show versus John Cena
Yeah.
could be a good match. But for me, I
No,
don't know. Like I said,
no. If you have
you know,
seen how Big Show has been in AEW, you do not want that match.
why? What's been happening? Is he bad? Is
He
he bad
is
now? Like,
he's getting pretty stiff.
it could be that final match, right? Like,
Uh, to the point where AEW fans are like, "Please, dude, stop."
yeah.
If they're saying that,
Uh,
you know that he will not put on a good final match in WWE.
okay, okay. Well, I'll take your word for it. But
Yeah,
here's the
time is
thing. Here's
Father Time is undefeated, and Big Show is definitely taking the licks.
I know, and he looked like the last I heard, he like I remember seeing him just he was super rip, and it's just kind of like sad to hear that. Okay, so we got who like because we can't do constant Roman Reigns versus Cena. That's just gonna get
No,
boring after a while, right?
yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Cena versus Braun Breaker. That would be an interesting one.
Braun would tear him a new butthole. I'm sorry, Braun Breaker is so physically
Yeah.
strong at this moment. I would not wanna play that game.
But I suspect we probably have at least 3 or 4 matches left with Cena before he's done. Plus whatever promoting appearances he does on either SmackDown or Raw between those
Yeah.
moments.
I don't know. Like I said, for me, I'm a little sad because I think they had the gold star. I think they had the one thing that could have been awesome. That Cena versus Orton, I thought was the best way to end it. And to not go out with Cena versus I think Cena, Rhodes, and Orton would be a good match.
I mean,
And that would finally that put an end to the franchise at long last.
if you can get Batista convince Batista to come back for one more match, even though he's not really been interested, and you could somehow get Lesnar back, you would have the highlights of that OVW class as part of his retirement tour.
You could, but I don't see it. I don't
Orton
know.
was part of that class. That class.
Mm.
Lesnar was part of that class, and Batista was part of that class.
I don't know. Like I said, that's a question mark on the equation of life. You know, you're making me wonder about that now. I'm actually thinking about that. Could that be a good match? But anyway, we are about to watch. We're about to see. Like I said, we weren't talking about that. We're talking about this. So here's the question now with Gunther, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins, because all three of them are going to be going for that title, and Gunther's going to want the
Yeah,
title back.
and he might also be slightly ticked with Rollins for not, ruining his chance of fighting that belt back from Punk now.
Yeah,
So you
yeah,
have
because
you're gonna have a ticked off Gunther that wants his belt back, and he would rather get the belt back from the man that took it from him, but now he's got to go through this other man that took it from him at his low point.
yeah. That could piss Gunther off, and that would actually be a good way to do it. That would be a good way to do it. I'm not gonna lie, like that right there. That I'll go watch that match.
And Punk
Let me watch
is
that
gonna
match.
be mad with Rollins taking his belt.
Yep, yeah, and that's gonna be a fucking. We knew that was gonna happen though.
So you would
Like
have a quasi tag team until
yeah.
Rollins is not in the picture.
I see. My theory is they were gonna give that to Braun Breaker. Like I still think that would have been a better angle. Like
Well,
imagine if Braun Breaker won it.
sorry,
Like
Braun doesn't have the briefcase currently, and if you give it to Braun
no,
Breaker, that means you would
yeah,
have to kill the faction immediately.
but that could have been a good thing. That could have been a way for Seth to come back, and then he gets fucking owned by this guy. Like, yeah, no, that could be a good sell. That's actually a great sell. That's the problem. I think that would have been a great sell. Unfortunately, we just saw like I don't know. Like I said, I think it would have worked, but I do agree with you that that's a hard sell, but that would have been a good sell. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, people would lose their shit over that, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think that would have been a good. I think that would have been a good sell, especially because, well, we'll see what happens. But I think this second league needs to the stable needs to exist for now. But we definitely need to take in consideration that the stable
All
doesn't need to be a permanent,
the stable will fall apart dramatically.
and it has to fall apart dramatically. Like you can't not have this fall apart dramatically. And I think one of those guys getting a win on them on the other one is a great way to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, if one of these guys gets that, I think you have a win. But I don't know. Like I said, overall, this was a good match. I like the fact that Seth fucking basically snowballed everybody, and this was a screw job.
Uh
But
huh.
screw jobs done correct will always work.
Oh yeah.
And I think this was a screw job done correctly.
This took a book out of the playbook. Took a page out of the playbook of Bret the Hitman Hart signing that
The thing,
contract to have a match with Vince
Yeah,
McMahon, and then popping out of that wheelchair like, see you, Vince.
that was a good thing. I actually think that we had ourselves a good match. I don't know. Like I said, my feeling towards this is that Seth played this smart, and I think we're going to have fun with Seth. I think Seth, if they do this correctly, Seth is going to be the man to watch.
Yeah.
And I think if we Rollins is always good. But I think I think we have a good match. I don't know how you feel about it, but yeah, I
It
think
was
that
a
was a
great
really good match.
match.
And we had ourselves a really fun thing. But the problem I have with that was, and now that we look at it, was there a match that I can honestly say out of like the thought of my mind right now? Was there a match that made me go, okay, this made me happy. This put a fucking good old smile on my face and threw me in a good mood, and I was ready to rock. I would say I like the Roman Reigns and what's it called match. Those were both really good bangers.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that the women title matches were hit and miss personally, and that's never a good sign for someone like me because I,
Yeah.
I I I felt like but again, we had a solid match. I would say overall, what do you want to rate this bad boy?
A 3 out of 5.
A 3 out of 5? I'd say a 2.
We're not that far apart from each other.
Yeah, like we'll see how see. You know what? Right now, because we're gonna have to do a
Night
tiebreaker.
1 is a 3 out of 5 for me,
Yeah. Night one is a 3 out of 5, but night two, if night two is done correctly,
which we can go over that.
maybe
We
we'll
can
have.
go over that match card for night 2. So it'll be
Yeah.
champion Naomi versus Rhea Ripley and Io Sky in a triple threat.
Hmm.
Match
Hmm.
2 will be Becky Lynch champion versus Lyra Valkyrie,
Hmm.
with a stipulation that if Lynch wins, Valkyrie can no longer challenge for the title as long as Lynch is champion.
Yeah.
Then match 3 will be Solo Sikoa champion versus Jacob Fatu. That's going to be very good
Hmm.
for the United States Championship. Then you have number 4,
That
Dominic Mysterio
see
versus.
here's
Okay, sorry.
okay. So here's my problem with this group, with that side group. That side group beating up one guy is not really a good side group. What they should be doing, is he small enough for? Can anybody wrestle for the Intercontinental, or do you have to be a cruiserweight like size?
Well, right now it's Dominic is number 4. The current Intercontinental Champion is Dominic Mysterio, which will be versus AJ Styles.
Yeah. So you have to be considered like, but AJ Styles is considered a heavyweight or midweight.
What is this stipulation for?
Yeah. I just want to make sure because, in my opinion, if we're going to do this, what I think they should do is heel group versus heel group. And that would work.
Hmm. But
Because the Samoan Werewolf, as much as I like the guy, and the guy they're actually building to be a nice heel, or being the anti-hero or the anti-baby face, I don't think the problem is like this, them just beating up on him over and over and over again. Like
well,
we're on match 2.
Fatu won the belt and then lost it to Solo, so this is
Yeah.
probably his rematch.
Yeah, this is his rematch. But this is the thing. For me, I don't want to constantly watch these guys beat up on Fatu. Like, to
I
me,
have
that
a
gets a little
feeling that
boring.
this is probably the last release between him and Solo.
I hope so, because they need to, like, that's going to get boring for a lot of fans, and a lot of fans is going to be like, I don't know. Like I said, I'm a hit and miss with this. I like the idea of it, and I think it's going to be a good match. I think it's going to be a decent match, but we'll see. Hey, what's next on the docket?
The next one is going to be Intercontinental Champion Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles. Then we have a 6-pack table, ladder, and chair match with 2 members of the Wyatt Six, Dexter Lumis and Joe Gracie, which are the current champions, versus Andrade and Ray Phoenix versus Team DIY, which is Joey Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, versus Fraxum, which is wrestlers Axiom and Nathan Fraser, versus the Motor City Machine Guns, which is Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, versus the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins versus Montez Ford.
Yeah, I would. I hate to say it. I kind of agree with Cornette. I'd get rid of the Street Profits and fucking separate those two guys and give them a decent solo career. Because I hate to say it, there's way too many tag teams right now in the WWE.
Yeah.
And we need to tag teams work when it's like maybe 20, maybe 30 guys. You can't constantly have these constant tag teams. Like to me, I'm like, but
And then the final match,
that's what.
the big one,
Uh-huh.
the greatest of all time, undisputed WWE champion John Cena versus Cody Rhodes.
And I said it. Well, I said it once, and I'll say it again. Cody Rhodes is going to probably. I think Cody Rhodes is going to win this one. I can't see him losing this again.
No,
If
you
he
don't.
loses this again,
That's a waste
it looks bad. Yeah, it's a
of.
waste of a match.
Well, it's a waste of a match. It's also a waste of King of the Ring. However, there is precedent for, and this is the one person involved. The first person to do is it. Cena won the Money in the Bank, and he was the first wrestler to lose his cash in. He cashed in and he lost that match. So it could be a bit of harken back thing where King of the Ring Cody Rhodes is fighting for the champion and loses. You could go that route, but I don't think they're gonna kill Cody Rhodes' momentum by having
Like
him
that burns
lose.
his momentum. That burns his momentum way too much. I can't see that. Like that is such a burn at that point. Like you are literally
Also,
burning his momentum to the ground.
separating the belt from Cena gives you creative options moving forward for his final matches.
Yeah, which I think one more match. I
I'm
think making Cena get hungry at the end would actually be better for John Cena personally. I don't know if you feel the same way. If we make him hungry
like
for that revenge and that attitude, and he comes at it full fucking tilt,
who wants to wrestle me
that
next? I need.
yeah, yeah, like that type of mentality. I agree with you. Oh, I totally agree with you. And I think him getting a rematch and then them making it a three-way. I still think that's the way they're going to go. I can't see them not going a freeway. Like Orton and Rhodes, it works for all the wrestlers. It builds them up, and it gives it. And like I said, if Orton wins it, it puts the last thing because, like I said, those are the only two guys that I can think of. Like the only thing John Cena, the only really good turnabout fucking matches that John Cena's had, like one of his best career matches, has been Rhodes versus what's his face. Like it's been the best matches he fucking had back in the day.
Yeah.
Like I know Orton versus Cena. Those are some of his best fucking matches. So maybe that's just me thinking that. I don't know, maybe it's wishful thinking, but I can't think of anybody else right now that they could put on the roster. Like I agree with you. Brock Lesnar versus fucking Cena for the belt. and then Brock Lesnar
or
winning
not
the
even,
belt for what?
or not even for the belt. Just Cena Lesnar comes out. It's like, we got some unfinished business before you get out of the business.
Yeah. There is only one other guy I think that could do it, but I know he can't wrestle anymore. Like he's too fucked up, and that's like fucking Steve Austin. Like if they had Steve Austin, could you imagine the pop that would get?
Steve Austin is not as effed up as he was. Apparently, he might have another match in him, but I don't think they would do it for
That,
Cena's retirement.
I think that would be one of the greatest Cena retirement match out there. Like I think that would be the good retirement match. Like we are talking about his retirement match,
Yeah,
but I think that would like are you fucking kidding me, man? The bump, like there'd be people fucking losing their mind. Like that's like I'm saying, if you brought Triple H back for one more match against John Cena, as much as Triple H has literally said, I can't do it anymore. But the problem is I can't see that my big issue with that is that Orton like there's no one else active enough in the WWE right now that can do it, that has not only the physique but the capability to pull this off, that we can actually say, okay, this would work, right?
fair.
Like who could, like we could talk about this up our own asses. Like here's the thing with Randy, with Rhodes. Rhodes losing the match and Rhodes getting it back works perfectly. That works great. Him winning it now and him earning it and winning it outright and having that like final big fucking hurrah works great. Him, if they were to do this to Johnny Boy, like him versus Lesnar, I like that. That's a great idea. But that wouldn't work. Like to me, that's too that because Lesnar is so toxic right now. I can't see them bringing him back. Because that's the first thing people are gonna say. Like Lesnar, fucking, somebody in the industry, we don't know who, somebody in the industry likes it fucking kinky and liked it when Vince McMahon sent pictures of a young woman getting shit on.
Yeah.
That's not a joke. That's a literal thing. So I personally cannot see anybody wanting him back. Do you?
Fair.
I I can't see it, man. Like I'd love it. That would be the coolest. That would be the coolest thing ever if he had that. I would be like so fucking stoked. I'd be like, God damn it, yeah. Oh, I'm sold. I'd love it. I'd love to see Lesnar back for that. But I mean, I don't know, man. That's a risk. I think you're right. I think you might be onto something, but at the same time, I can't see good old wholesome. We want money. WWE sell themselves like that.
But no,
That's my opinion.
imagine watching the final match, and all of a sudden, like, whoa!
That would have a pop. That would have one fucking hell of a pop.
Yeah,
But I also know that there is so much fucking hatred for what's his face.
especially right now that Vinnie Mac decided to drive his car at 80 miles an hour and hit somebody. Oops.
Uh, can we just say it? He's fucking done. Like that's kind of how I feel
Done
about
or dumb?
maybe dementia.
I mean, the dude wrecked a Bugatti, and not Bugatti, no, wrong car. Bentley, Bentley Continental? No, Bentley.
He's done. Like can we just say it? The fucker's done. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, dude, the guy, even if he gets away with what he did, like like I like no one's gonna ever forget that. Like him wanting to create his new, oh, I'm gonna create my new match and shit. Who's gonna fucking let him fucking create that match? Right? Like I don't know if you feel
Yeah.
the same way. I can't see anybody fucking letting him in there. No fucking way. He is so fucking toxic right now. Like, yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said, that killed his career. But again, he could like Lesnar could walk away from the fucking WWE and never fucking make. And he's made so much money. And his daughter's a fucking wrestling fucking genetic freak. I saw that. I was like, holy shit, that woman can wrestle. Um, she's a badass on every level. So does Brock have to do anything right now? I don't think Brock has to do shit. That's my personal opinion. I don't know how you feel about it. Um, what? What?
Let's see here. Posts from Matt Hardy on Twitter. Yo, that's WWE Rollins. Thank you for avenging my brother Jeff Hardy tonight at WWE SummerSlam.
Oh, did they?
No, this is what Matt Hardy posted on Twitter.
Did they?
Apparently, Hardy, I guess Punk won a belt from one of the Hardys, and now as a kind of a cheering on the heel, hey, thank you for avenging us.
Ah, also, I did see that Triple D beget you. I was kind of surprised by that. Like they actually did that. I don't know. Like I said, that's an interesting thing, but I don't know, man. It's gonna be tomorrow's gonna be interesting,
Oh
but
yeah,
we'll see what happens. I can't see Brock getting the title. Like I can't see Brock ever showing up again. Like if I was Brock, I'd say the fuck away from this. Like I wouldn't want this heat.
fair, but
But
it would be the moment
it
of the
would
night.
be the moment of night. People be losing their minds. But I would say you got a better chance of Bill Goldberg walking down that fucking thing because that's the only wrestler that the sad thing is that is the only wrestler that John Cena hasn't wrestled was Bill Goldberg. There's only
Fair.
one other wrestler. There's only one other wrestler that's done it. There's only one other wrestler that's done it, boys. And I don't know, man. He'd have to leave. I don't know if he can even do it anymore. Sting, that would be Sting.
Yeah, I think.
John,
Well,
no, Sting's still wrestling, but he's pretty much done.
he's also still under contract with AEW, and AEW is very careful about what they do with their talent in WWE.
I can't see. Dude, if they called Sting in for that one match, are you kidding me? They'd put him. They'd do it. Dollars to donuts. And I'm being honest. I can't see them not wanting to. Could you? Would you see that? Could you see them giving that up?
I mean, if the dollars are
Like
right
that?
for all involved,
Yeah, and it could be the last Sting match too. Because I know Sting really doesn't wrestle that much anymore, and I think he's kind of done from what I've been told. But
I mean, since technically
there's a match for you.
his retirement match was on AEW television, the AEW programming, you would have
Yeah.
to convince AEW financially to ruin that final match thing.
No, you could still have him retire,
He's,
but you could have him fight John Cena because that would be the last. Like I could like that would be one hell of a match.
oh yeah,
Him versus Taker could be the last match too. That actually could be a good match. But I mean, I can't see the Undertaker doing it. Like he He's interesting. Taker probably has one more match in him. I can't see why not. But
I
I
mean,
get the vibe that he's got a wife, he's got a kids, he's got that energy. Why would he want to give that? Why would he surrender that to go fucking do one more match?
also, ideally, his last match would be putting over a upcoming talent.
Yeah. Yeah, but he kind of had his last WrestleMania. That's what he said. Like
Yeah.
and he's okay with his last WrestleMania. So I can't see him coming back. One other wrestler that could come back for one more match is Kane.
He does wrestle here and there still, but
That could be it. That could
and,
be the
and
one last match.
that'd be better than one last match for Undertaker.
No, like I don't know. Like I said, my big problem is who do we put John Cena against when he fights his last match? I know we've just basically been talking about like we should be talking about the final Seth Rollins match, but like that screw job. But what else can we say? He won by a screw job. You know that's going
Yeah.
to come back and bite him in the ass. Now
Oh
the big
yeah.
question is what's next? What's next? Like that's gonna bite Seth Rollins in the ass. It's always when that happens, when the wrestler steals it's always like karma. It's just a matter of how bad that karma is gonna fucking be.
So you have, like I said, you have the person, you have Gunther who lost to Punk. Would have hoped to get the match, the belt back from Punk. Now has to get the belt back from Rollins, so he's gonna be ticked off at Rollins for making it that
Stealing
much
that belt.
harder. Punk is going to be
Yep.
ticked off with Rollins for stealing his belt that he has been wanting for a long time.
Yep.
So
That's the last belt.
you
That's the
you
last thing he's
basically
stopping
have
for.
created a 2-on-1 scenario technically because both
There's a
Gunther,
three-way match. There's a three-way match coming.
yeah,
Put fucking.
yeah, but
I'm calling it now.
it's a
Three-way match.
three-way, but it's going to be kind of a quasi two versus one because Gunther and Punk are going to be teaming up on Rollins.
Yeah, yeah. It's and like I said, selling an injury. That was a hit. That was one fucking amazing. That was amazing. I'm not gonna fucking lie. When I heard that, I was like, fuck. Even John. Even okay. It fooled fucking Cornette. Even Cornette thought he was done for a while.
It'll be interesting to hear his response on the next drive-through or experience on
Yeah.
SummerSlam.
I think we beat him to the punch. Haha.
Oh,
It's
great! We
not.
don't need angry Cornette tweeting at us.
Haha, Cornette. We beat you to the punch. Tee hee. To be honest, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind some fucking. I wouldn't mind. Dude, I'd frame that shit if Cornette fucking tweeted us angrily.
Fair.
You little nobody jackasses thinking because you got one match in. You see, the difference between me and you was I actually have shit to do in my life, like pay bills or this or I could see, dude. I could actually
Managing the
see
feather
it.
bottoms.
Oh yeah, I'd fucking frame that, man. I'd print that fucker out and frame it, man. I am getting one I am gonna I am planning on getting the Cornet. I gotta get the Cornet dry. I'm gonna get the Cornet figure. That's my last thing I want to get is the Cornet. Like I just want that. I don't want the Freebirds. I don't want the Midnight Express. I don't want any of the other guys he's doing. I just want the Cornet because I think that's gonna be worth a lot of money in like 20 years from now.
That's fair. Okay, wow. We have been going for almost an hour and a half.
Oh, we're talking wrestling, man. This is why we
Yeah.
didn't. This is why we didn't invite Bob. So yeah, no, I think this is. I think we can end it here with this because there's nothing else to say. Like I said,
No.
we're more. Can I be honest? We're more excited for fucking tomorrow. Like this is why this is getting like this gave you a 3 out of 5. I gave it a 2 out of 5 because I'm more excited for the fucking Cena Rhodes match. I'm more excited for the tag matches. I still think we need more. I'm more excited to see what Dirty Dominic does, especially because I have a sinking suspicion that the Judgment Day is going to fall apart finally, which is something that should have happened a while ago. We don't like. I think it works, but like I think Dirty Dominic either kicking out what's his face would work. Like kicking out fucking Finn Balor and oh you're old, you're this, and building up another fucking thing, or Finn Balor kicking out Dominic once he loses.
Hmm.
I think he yeah, because when he loses, it works. Like Dirty Dominic, I think he's a great fucking heel. I'm
Oh yeah.
actually gotta be honest. I gotta be honest. Him as a baby face, I fucking didn't care. Him as a heel, he is selling it so fucking good. And with Liv Morgan as his fucking backup singer, oh yeah, because Liv Morgan, like the word bitch doesn't come good enough for Liv like on that way, and she plays it like a fucking champ. I don't know if she is actually that, but like because again, I'm coming at this as a pure fan. I'm coming at it like someone who doesn't read up on her or look her up, but
Right.
she just has this bitch energy. I'm excited to see Io Sky keep going with this, but Io Sky needs to fucking step up as the women's champion. I like Io Sky. I think she's good. I just think she needs more, man. Like Io Sky match.
Hmm.
Can I be honest? I kind of want Io Sky to lose so that they can build her into something else.
That's fair.
I would even go as far as saying I kind of want you know what match I want now. Now that we got what's her face now that we got Liv Morgan now that we got like Charlotte Flair and what's her face Bliss back. Here's my hot thing. I want that match versus here's who I want back. I want them to fight to fight Io Sky and Rhea Ripley.
Hmm.
That there right there is a fucking premier match, right? Does that not sound like a great match? And
Well,
it has a lot of
well,
energy to it.
the match number one is going to be Naomi versus Rhea versus Io.
Yeah, I think that could work. I think that would make one hell of a good match, personally.
Yes, we'll find out.
That's my
We'll
thought.
find out on night 2 of SummerSlam.
Yeah. I think we're here. I think we've gotten what we got to say here. I had a fun chat with you about this. Again, we're really interested to see what they do with Cena. Like
Yeah.
Cena's an interesting fucking case, and I think he's like I said. I the funny thing is he's one of the more interesting. See, here's my thing with Cena. He's interesting for one fact and one fact only. Cena is how to put it. I think Cena is a little more, you know, how to say it. I think the Cena match is an interesting thing because we really want to see how he walks away from this. But the funny thing is, he plays a heel on the show, but in real life, he still kind of has this energy about him, and he's still
Yeah.
doing stuff with sick kids and stuff. So it's one of the more interesting things. I don't think you could play a kayfabe like this before.
No.
And I think that's a good way to look at it. And I think he's a good kayfabe character personally.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, no, I'm in for this. I'm in like a dirty shirt. I think it's going to be good. I think Survivor Series is going to be good. I've been liking Raw lately. I I think some of the older wrestlers we really need to get some good young blood in there, but unfortunately, I don't think we have it yet in the WWE at this moment. And again, with Rusev being in here, I'm waiting for them to push Rusev in some way because Rusev is still a good wrestler, and I still feel like he's I don't know. I feel like they're kind of wasted potential with Rusev personally. I don't know if you feel
Yeah.
the same way.
They're probably. I mean, we're starting to get stuff for Alistair Black,
Mhm.
Karrion Cross, and Alistair
Carrying
Black.
Cross at long grass. Yeah,
So
because we
so
those guys have had nothing for a while, and I think Carrying Cross is a great build for something.
So yeah, so give it time. They'll get you'll give Rusev something to sink his teeth into.
Yeah. And I think Rusev is a good win, like personally. Like, yeah, and I think Cena, Cena's thing is gonna be fun. I think Cody Rhodes losing this would be a fucked up. That would suck as like I'm looking at this from a wrestling standpoint.
Unless you had his loss
I was
be not his control.
Yeah, if they sell it out like a dirty sell. Actually, here's an idea, an interesting idea. I got a theory. Okay, riddle me this, chat. Riddle me this, world. I don't know if there's any. We're not on Rumble right now, are we?
We are on Rumble. We're live streaming the Rumble. Then we'll have the VOD on YouTube later.
Oh, so we are streaming the Rumble. Okay, I haven't even been watching the Rumble chat. Whoops.
Hold on. If you the live stream, you have anybody watching?
Something stinks about
Yeah.
Nate
I didn't think
Morris.
we had
He
anyone
plays
watching.
modern.
We had somebody actually chat with us. Whoops. Arus 218. How's it working?
Hello, sorry about that. I literally thought this wasn't live. It's
I
going
told
good.
you we were going live to Rumble.
Oh, my bad. I thought we were. Oh well, no big deal. Sorry, guys. Oh well, no big deal.
Now apparently got 3 viewers. It must be you popped in there.
Yeah. So sorry about that, chat. Okay. So anyway, yeah,
It's
it's fine.
fun.
Yeah. Yes, my bad on my end because no, I would usually do the big send out, but tonight I thought we were just doing this thing. But
I
hey,
even gave you the link to the Rumble.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even realize I didn't. Dude, when you noticed that I wasn't giving anything out, you should have been like, "Oh shit, he literally didn't know we were going live."
Oh well. Hey, at least people notice if we didn't even blast it out. So that's progress.
That is progress. Sorry about that. But anyway, so my theory is, riddle me this because we're almost done. This is the last slip for the night. Um, I feel so bad because I thought we were shit. Oh well. Okay. Again, it's 5 in the morning. Okay, we just finished watching it, and we're both kind of ready to go to bed. So here's my theory. Riddle me this. I think I have an idea. This would be an interesting idea. What's your thoughts on this? Okay.
Shoot.
What if Seth? What if the idea is that that Seth Rollins Seth Rollins decides to fuck up Cody Rhodes' chance to win the match for one reason only. I want to make my title the only title. So I'm the top dog.
Oh. And to get back at you for teaming up with Roman.
Yep. There is a sell right there. And that would be such a dirty sell. Yeah, no, that would be a dirty sell. That would be such a dirty
Then you
sell.
would have a ticked off John Cena, a ticked off Cody Rhodes.
No, John Cena would be fine with that because he doesn't win the match. Again, like listen to what I'm saying. He wants to take that championship home, right?
Right.
Cody, if Cody loses, that's one more week that he makes his match, his championship title, the only successful championship title on the fucking field. He doesn't need to win dual championships. He just needs to win a championship and keep his. And basically say, I'm going to fucking burn the WWE champion title match. Uh, 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 like burn theirs and make mine the most successful and make mine the only one. And you fools got to come to me for this shit. Like that to me, think about that. That's one hell of a fucking sell.
Oh yeah.
And that would make it so dirty. Like a lot of wrestlers would be like, you'd piss off the wrestlers, you'd piss off the fans, and it would make him like it would certify him as a true heel. And that would make John Cena happy because John Cena doesn't care. John Cena's like, okay, well, I get to keep my title. Works for me.
Yeah.
It that right there, like that is a perfect sell. And then, and then that could lead to one more match with maybe not Cody Rhodes. Like you don't even have to have Cody Rhodes. You could have another one. Actually, can I be honest? You know who could legitimately be the man that they want to put in that fucking shower at that point? Um, John Cena versus Sami Zayn.
Hmm.
Finally giving him his match.
They did kind of tease that possibility.
I mean, that could be right there, boys. Maybe I'm smoking the copium a little bit, but I mean that could be right there. That to me says gold.
Mm-hmm.
Like that would sell. That would sell. And Sami Zayn is getting really fucking hot right now. Like I think
Oh
this is the
yeah.
most hot he's been ever since his 2 injuries. This has made him the most hottest he's ever been. I don't think he's been hot like this for a long time. Ever since KO, like him and his rivalry with KO has been a good one. But like that would work. Yeah, right there, boys. I think we got our match.
Hmm.
And then you could have Cena fight Cody. You could have Cena fight fucking Sami Zayn. You could have Cena fight. I mean, it would work.
Oh, totally.
I still think a three-way between Rhodes, Orton, and Cena would be a great way to end his career
Oh yeah.
because you can kind of tell. I don't know. The last like my friend's been talking about this for a while. He's been watching Cena for a while. Like that injury, like he's clearly seems like he's kind of done. So that's my theory. What is chat's theory? What does chat want? Oh, have a good one. And I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tonight, or today for D&D when I go to bed. I'm
Well,
gonna
I
wait. I'm
guess
gonna wait till 6 o'clock.
I guess
Yeah.
chat's indifferent this evening. I guess as good time as time as any to wind it down. Ring the bell.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Bing, bing, bing. I think we went a little longer than we thought because again, the possibilities of this match with good old Johnny Boy and Rhodes and Orton, I think there's a good three-way there. I think getting Cena, but like I said, but again, we also have a good idea for Sami Zayn. The problem
Yeah.
is we can't have the thing is with that the thing is he has the title right now that's on someone's fucking hands right now. We can't have we can't have the we need to be honest about this, boys. That match we need that honesty about it, man. See you later. Have yourself a good one, Arves. And sorry again, I didn't mean to blow it out. We need to not have so many handovers of the world championship. That weakens the title. I don't know if you agree with me, but
I
that's the
mean, if
title.
if it, if it, if it's a quick changeover like what happened tonight, that just creates more interesting storytelling. If it's like, oh,
Yes, it does.
you win it this week,
But
I win it
but
next
but
week, that's
yeah, but
problematic.
that's what we just had happen with the Gunther
I
Yeet stuff
don't,
like that.
I don't. Well, yeah, with Gunther, yes, fine. But I'm talking about the night's match where Gunther lost to Punk, Punk lost to Rollins. That's great storytelling.
That's great storytelling, but we can't constantly have these this, and the other.
Now,
Selling it like that sells it back.
sometimes belts do change out of necessity by injury or other issues. So I mean, there's sometimes it gets unavoidable.
Yeah, but we need to look at what we're doing here. And I think honestly, Cena, I think like I said, Cena holding on to the world championship as long as he has, or the WWE championship is
Impressive.
it's good, but it doesn't look good when you
Yeah.
think about what's happening with the heavyweight. Like, because if I remember correctly, the heavyweight SmackDowns or the heavyweights Raw and WWE's SmackDown, if I remember correctly. Technically,
Yeah.
this could be a Seth Rollins versus John Cena. That also could be having another uncontested or whatever champion, because we haven't had one of those in a long time.
Like unified? Ooh.
We haven't had that in a long time. And honestly, Cena and Rollins' championships matches have been really good. Like they really do have good matches. Personally, I don't know if you feel the same way, but yeah.
They were some good ones back in the day.
Well, there we go. Okay, so there we go. I think we've talked about this enough. Let's ring that bell. Next week we'll probably just be doing. Well, we're going to be doing. We'll see how I feel tomorrow, but most likely either Monday or early Monday or I guess Monday night or early Sunday. We might do the next the day 2. Fuck, the way things are going though, we're gonna have like 5 days of wrestling.
You might.
Oh no, I'm not watching that pre-show shit. Okay, thank you very much, everybody, and we'll see you next time on the Flop House. Have yourselves a very, very good night. Bye, guys.
Bye.